Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reacting anti-deportation protests that are going on in the United States these days. Those videos are going very viral internationally, and I noticed some patterns, so I'm reacting those videos today and give my opinion as an outsider. I just want to clarify that I'm not saying I agree with this or I disagree with this protest. I think everybody has right to express themselves, and both sides have their justice. The protesters have their justice. They're fighting for something, and then there are people who are against those protests, and they have their justice as well. I'm simply commenting on those protests as an outsider. So let's get started. ¡Viva México! No me dejo de nadie, yo cuido a los míos, mi raza de aferra.
Van a respetar el águila mexicana y van a mirar esta bandera hacia arriba y hundidos en su sangre. ¡Viva México! ¡Pero viva México libre!
Soy mexicano.
Why do people keep saying Viva México?
Yo la levanto por donde quiera, verde, blanco, rojo hasta que muera el barrio.
So my first reaction is, why do I see so many Mexican flags? I'm sorry, like I'm from Japan, so don't hate me like if I'm missing something. But as long as I understand, they're doing this protest to protect undocumented people from being deported. Am I right? But to me, it seems like they're just showing off their pride. I mean, I have nothing against Mexican flag, but I don't understand why in this particular situation they're flying Mexican flags. I mean, I understand if it's for like Cinco de Mayo or like Mexican Independence Day, the international festival, cultural festival. I get it, 100%. I get it. But I don't understand why they're flying so many Mexican flags and wearing Mexican uniforms in this particular event.
You hate immigrants and you're for the mass deportations, hate them all the way. Stay out of beautiful Mexico, stay out of the beautiful beaches, retire in your own country. I never want to see you go to another Mexican restaurant to order enchiladas, burritos, tacos, margaritas, none of that. You're not even allowed to have Taco Bell, even though that's a knockoff version of Mexican food. Never touch another bottle or shot of tequila in your life ever again. Don't go visit beautiful Mexico, stay out of Tulum, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, all of those. Go visit Nebraska, go visit Kansas, stay out of beautiful Mexico, go visit the red states that you love so much. Clean your own house and mow your own lawn. Get in the field and start picking fruit. Go build the houses and I want to see you pop them up quick. No more listening to salsa, merengue, bachata, reggaeton, cumbias, none of that. Listen to your own music. You don't get to love the culture, but hate the people that created the culture. And if you're a Latino that hates immigrants and that is for the mass deportations, never in your life use that Latino card ever again, because you just use it when it benefits you. Call yourself a gringo. Act as white as you can. And let me know if they see you as one of them. Y viva México, cabrón!
I don't understand why supporting deportation, undocumented immigrants or people who enter illegally makes them think that they hate Mexicans or Mexico. Think about it. Not all undocumented people are Mexicans. In fact, I looked at the stats. It's only 50 to 60% of undocumented immigrants in America are Mexicans. So it's not just Mexicans. I can understand why they're trying to make it a racial issue, because Hong Kong, for example, Hong Kong used to be part of China, and it became its own territory, and then they have strict immigration law. Most people in Hong Kong are Chinese descent. They have Chinese blood. Their parents and their grandparents came from mainland China. But they have a very strict immigration law, and then if somebody from mainland China enters Hong Kong illegally or overstayed a visa, they'll get deported. That doesn't mean they hate China, Chinese food, or Chinese culture. No, they're Chinese themselves. Hong Kong people are genetically speaking, they're Chinese themselves. They eat Chinese food, celebrate Chinese tradition, culture, but they don't get criticized if they want to deport people from mainland China. Same goes to Taiwan. Taiwan was an island, and Chinese people started living there 400 years ago. Now they have a strict immigration law against Chinese people. They're Chinese. They're ethnically Chinese themselves. I don't understand why they trying to make a racial issue.
I got one question, Americans. Who gonna run the Mexican restaurants?
Mexican people or whoever wants to work there. Why do so many people think that all Mexican people are undocumented immigrants? Like, I have a lot of Mexican friends who moved to America legally. Matter of fact, most of people with Mexican descent are not undocumented, meaning they're either citizens or they're illegal immigrants. So I don't understand their point. Oh no. He's taking American flag. Imagine doing that in another country. There are many videos going viral where those protesters are burning American flags. I'm even more confused. From what I understand, the people who are moving to America illegally look for money or safety. And the reason why America is so much safer than Latin America is because of the police, law enforcement, national security, soldiers, people in law enforcement in general. And that's what makes America a safe place. The American flag represents those people. So basically, they're disrespecting the police officer, the soldiers, the people in the law enforcement, right? So when I look at the comments, people are just defending the action because it's a freedom of expression. And I get that. It's an expression, I get it. But I just don't understand the meaning behind it. What does it mean? Like, what are they making out of it? What makes them think that burning American flag will gain more support? Just imagine, okay? A North Korean refugee that live in South Korea burn South Korean flag and fly North Korean flag saying, long live North Korea. They'll get in trouble. They're going to jail, okay? And they're both Koreans, by the way. People want to make it racial issues, that deportation is racist. But from my perspective, it's not a racial thing. As an outsider, to me, it has nothing to do with race. Because, I mean, if you look at other countries, people deport undocumented or illegal immigrants all the time. Nobody's against that. Another example is Singapore is a country of immigrants. It consists of immigrants, Indians, Chinese, Malaysians. But if they fly a Chinese flag in Singapore and burn Singaporean flag, and they say long live China or long live India, they'll get in trouble.
Yeah, y'all going to jail, bro. Go Dodgers. Viva la Mexico!
Wait, why only Mexican flags and Salvadorian, Honduran flags?
They tripping, bro. That was not a message. They tripping. Yeah.
Oh shit.
They ain't doing shit.
Hey, should I?
No.
Wow. Imagine that happening in another country, or imagine happening that in Japan. They'll get in trouble, man. They'll get in trouble, I promise.
What is the best country in the world?
The best country in the world right now? Mexico.
So deportation is not so bad.
It's not so bad. We just go on the vacation. 1 week, we'll be back.
This is not just an America's soil. No, this is indigenous soil. This is everybody's soil.
Vivimos en este país y queremos estar en este país y más aún vamos a seguir en este país.
All the Latin countries are amazing.
All the Latin countries are amazing?
Yeah.
So then why do they want to be here then? Well, no, deportation means you stay there for good, you don't come back.
I don't think that happens. I'll be right back.
I saw comments saying they love Mexico so much that they don't want to live there. they're so proud to be Mexican that they cry when they go back, when they're sent to go back. And like, I feel bad for laughing at this, but like, it's kind of true in my opinion. Or if somebody could explain, please. Like, I'm just super curious. I'm infinitely, genuinely curious.
¡Chinga la migra! ¡Chinga la migra! Aquí estamos. Y no nos vamos. Aquí estamos. Aquí estamos. Y no nos vamos. Y no nos vamos. Aquí estamos. Aquí estamos.
¡No se escucha ese grito mexicano!
So I've seen so many signs in those videos, and some of them are like understandable, like nobody's illegal in a stolen land, don't separate families, you know, understandable. But also I see a lot of comments saying being brand is not illegal, or proudly Mexican, Viva Mexico, which means long live Mexico, Mexico es chingón, which means Mexico is awesome. Again, I don't understand like what they're protesting for. Like, in their defense, like, I understand why, if they're asking for empathy, or if they want to show that they're contributing to the society, or if they want to point out that the history, oh, this is the country of immigrants. I understand that, but I don't understand why they think that those proudly Mexicans, Mexico is awesome sign will help the situation. Like, their ultimate purpose is to protect undocumented immigrants, right? The only people that are uploading those signs and flags are the Trump haters. Like, Trump haters are gonna upload them no matter what they do. But usually the purpose of protest is to raise awareness or to convince people who have opposite view. And from what I see from the comments, they haven't convinced many people who had opposite view. Also, there are many signs that are written in Spanish, or there are many people screaming in Spanish. Again, the people who upload these acts, like speaking Spanish, writing a sign in Spanish, are Hispanic people themselves or Trump haters. Those two. It seems like self-satisfaction. That's the word. Again, I have nothing against like Mexican flags or those signs in Spanish. Nothing against it. Like, if they're doing that in like the culture festival, I totally get it. Like, but I don't understand why they're doing that in the anti-deportation protests, to convince people who have opposite view or people to raise awareness. And then like the comment section, people like me like ask why they're doing that, why they're flying Mexican flags. And then like the comments is about the defense that people say that Mexicans are always proud people. We are like that they're proud of their roots. Like, I totally get it. And then like they're also point out that, oh, but they fly Irish flag on St. Patrick's Day. Again, those are a cultural festival, so that's very different from anti-deportation protest, right? They are doing it in elementary school. I don't know about you guys, but I feel bad watching these kids being forced. I'm pretty sure they're forced to draw Mexican flags and walk around the school. I mean, just I can't imagine that in any other country, man. Like, in Japan, we don't have many undocumented immigrants. We do have some, but if the government decides to deport them, nobody's gonna be against it.
Verde, blanco, rojo hasta que muera. El barrio prendido ya quemó afuera. Soy mexicano, esa es mi bandera. Policía, no quiero que me revises. Prende la mota en ganar la huelite.
There are so many YouTubers that are talking about these protests, and whether it's American or Latinos or Japanese, everybody's thinking the same. How is it an anti-deportation protest? I'm just gonna tell you this, that this only happens in America, man. This only happens in America. The United States is the only country where people protest not to deport undocumented immigrants. And it's not a small percentage, like half of Americans is against mass deportation. Again, I'm not saying if I agree with this or if I disagree with this. I'm just saying like this is a very unique situation. And then as an outsider, it's hard to understand how they think they are convincing others or change the situation. What do you guys think? Do you think those protests will actually help people from being deported? Please let me know. And then in the next video, I'll break down the issues and talk about my perspective as an outsider. Well, thanks for watching my videos and see you later.